Today's matchup, a couple of teams from the state of Louisiana. A battle in the booth. See who gets a leg up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Louisiana Tech's offense will get the football first. And now to run the offense is Blake Baker. He's trying to flush that last performance. 4 interceptions and just a single touchdown pass. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Booth. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Baker. He's got him. Turning it on. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Bringing the heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Some misdirection with the counter. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Look out, he's got room. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Back to pass, it's Baker. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A quick pass to the left. Quick spin on the line. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. LSU right back to the line.
And man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because
he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of...
Might have a chance. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Great job by the back on the option.
After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, and this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue.
Snags it, and he's open. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. LSU quick to the line. The run inside. It's Durham. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Shakes off the defender. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Tigers are flying down the field.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Here comes the heat. Connection to the right. Touchdown, LSU! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown in this game and his 3rd on the season.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Makes it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he'll be brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Booth. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Pucks it out of the air. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Tigers sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Release to the back. Firing to the right, complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
It's a new era in Baton Rouge, obviously. Lane Kiffin is the head coach. Garrett Nussmeier gone. Sam Levitt comes in from the portal and ASU. And, David, I mean, does anybody not expect this offense to score 50 points a game, throw it up and down the field? I mean, you've got the match made in heaven, it seems like, between the play caller and the quarterback, this thing should be lights out, I think.
And Lane Kiffin always delivers, right? Like, he finds a way to have that spot play at a high level. Sam Levitt, we've seen some highs, man. We've seen him go to the college football playoff. But he kind of reminds me of Jackson Dart. He's got that toughness, that ability to run the football. So this match together, this is why Lane Kiffin was brought in, and this is why the LSU fans are jacked up.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He makes the catch. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Looking for the goal line, and he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Boone. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. There's a crease. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Finley. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a...
There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Run in the red zone, it's Miller. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. To the air, it's Levitt. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The run inside. It's Durham. Maybe some room here. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. LSU right back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Off the play fake. Looking for a big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls it, fired complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Miller. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Finds his man. It's Finley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking left. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. LSU quick to the line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. it was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And finally, this quarterback looks human. For one play, he has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
A strike downfield. There he goes to run. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 1st down from the 11. To the air, it's Levitt. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab in the end zone.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of... Makes the catch, and he's free. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you're a fan watching this offense, you have got to love what you're seeing from your new quarterback. They knew going to the portal.
Breaks into the open. Pass to Tech. Touchdown, Tiger. Once he got some room, it was over. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
No chance to return. That one a booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quickly out to the tight end. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. New set of downs after the completion. The run inside. It's Booth. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Baker. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, looking to pass. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Green. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. Could not make his way to the corner. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Maybe a crease. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking to pass. It's Baker. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Running inside. It's Booth. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes the grab. It's Miller. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Man, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Ready. Whoa, 22. Ready, go.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
Back to pass. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and fires complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Got his man out of the backfield. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. The short hands. It's Watkins. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. They just keep firing. Caught on the left side by Wilson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Green. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the red zone, it's Durham. Finding some room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here's a give to Durham. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Levin. Trying to bull his way in. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The run inside. It's Miller. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Could be an alley. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make them earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To throw, it's Baker. Makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Turning it on. Short gain on the play before he slides.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
Hey, take it. 28, 29 belts. 28, 29 belts. Go, go.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Wilson has it over the middle. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Caden Durham again. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.